Okay, next full-length video, now that we are hopefully past the point of all the flashing lights. Yeah, if you did not watch the previous one because of the flashing lights or didn't want to open it in another tab, Samuel's over there tried to plug himself into this reformatting chamber to trick Apollo into thinking that he was a working Joe so that he could tell it to turn off the kill everybody order, and it kicked him out, and we tried to save him by manually disconnecting the system, but seemed to have failed because we acted like he died and he's just lying there. So canonically he's dead, but I'm just gonna pretend he's just restarting, and it's fine because we pushed all the buttons in the correct order. Anyways, we're continuing now. Somewhere. Where? Hold on. Okay. No, I thought that was Xenomorph Drool, but it's just a little glitch in the texture on this pipe. It is just lined up perfectly to look like Xenomorph Drool. Going back through these pipes. Yep, that's why we're going in the floor. Let me get a drink quick. And I'll just take some ibuprofen snap. This is why we're in the vent. Is there any point in the game where they come into the vents after you? Or is it just the Xenomorph that does that? I think it's just... So this will just be a completely random anecdote that I just happen to remember. But when I was a cashier at Walmart, I once had this lady ask if I'd ever tried like a Monster drink or something, Red Bull or something like that, one of those energy drinks. And I said no. And she's like, oh, why not? And I was like, because too much caffeine gives me a headache, which I found out the hard way. And then she was just like baffled by this and like kind of acting like she was personally offended, because she's like, but caffeine cures headaches, and I'm like, alright, well, it gives me a headache, and she was just like really mad about this. And then like something, it might have been her or it might have been somebody else, but I said that I just happened to mention that I have ADHD. I don't remember. And she's like, oh, you should try smoking marijuana, that'll cure your ADHD. And I'm just like, I can't. No, that's not how that works, and B, I can't do that either because that gives me an absolute migraine. Just smelling it gives me a migraine. You can't, that's not how ADHD or marijuana works, guys. Just wanted to say that because, yeah, people are...
With Season, there's someone behind you, helping you every single step of the way.
Yeah, we know, man. And that's why I'm under you. Huh. I'll wait until this guy goes away to the other side again, and then I'll go in there and I'll turn the camera thing off, and then we can sneak back out. What was I saying before the whole Samuel's cutscene started?
All visiting corporate representatives must resort to their nearest synthetic.
Oh, yeah. Racist in fandom will never accept any criticism of slavery apologism at all, no matter how blatant the slavery apologism is, no matter how many clear-cut examples of it you give them, because they'll just insist that you just don't know the difference between depiction and endorsement, even though you're giving them very, very clear, unmistakable examples of why this depiction in particular is doing slavery apologism. Wrong button. Go back. I'm just gonna go back in the vent again, and then we'll just come back out and leave when this guy goes the other way. And along with the actual slavery apologism in the Murderbot Diaries, where Martha Wells is just doing the exact same thing J.K. Rowling did. Who else has freaking done this? Because there has to be more than 2 examples in at least modern things.
You always know a working Joe.
Okay. Yeah, Martha Wells has done it multiple times. She's done the happy slaves trope multiple times, and has said that because the slaves are happy slaves, that means they're not slaves. Not just with the Murderbot Diaries, but with the books of the Raksura. Did I even get to talk about the Arbora yet for this, since like episode 1 of this whole thing? I don't think I have. Oh yeah, save point right here. That's just Steam. Not a xenomorph yet. Alright. Mouse is still being weird because we can use HDMI cable. So that's bad. Oh, what's that? Weird. Charge pack.
I just found something here. An interview tape. You need to hear it.
Alright,
Play
let's
it,
play
Ricardo.
it.
You're Marlowe, right?
Yeah.
I'm Taylor. Sector Exec Wayland Yutani.
Oh, the big guns now, huh? Not some girl with abandonment issues?
Leave Ripley out of this. She's just looking for closure. I'm looking after Wayland Yutani interests.
And I'm looking to get out of this fucking cell. Maybe we can do a deal.
Maybe. This is being recorded. You understand?
I saw. Red lights on.
I want data. The location of the planetoid where you found the derelict. All data you have on the origin of that organism.
I can give you that. And a way off this station. You just have to let me out.
I can probably agree to those terms. What the fuck?
Taylor? Taylor, get me out of this cell right now! Get me out!
Ripley?
I heard it.
No more commentary, guys? Okay. Activate car. Yeah, let's do it. Car in motion. Yay, we don't have to crawl along the wall again. Anyways, since I currently have a hitting from those flashing lights, if you are on any kind of social media and somebody asked you to put...
Apollo private transit available. Board for Apollo Core.
Let me save again. If somebody asked you to tag a post as flashing so that people who don't want to see flashing lights can filter it, that's... we got a dude in there. I'm not supposed to go that way at all. Doesn't seem to be looking this way, at least. Just tag the post flashing. It's like 8 letters or something. I haven't counted recently. Is this where we're supposed to be going? We are supposed to be... follow Samuel. Samuel has gone... Huh? My objective is not updated. My objective still says follow Samuels. Samuels has gone to Seegson Synthetics in order to reach Apollo and ask it to cancel the heightened lockdown. Locate him there and help him. Game, we already did that. Oh, okay, down over here, but it's saying take private transit to Apollo Core. Okay. Is that what this is? I guess we'll find out. Oh, I can probably check this map, can't I? From Seegson Synthetics, there's a blue line that goes... I don't see a blue line on the map, though.
Please do not leave baggage or equipment unattended.
This is not a very good map.
To find our transit service division, please fill out one of the forms provided.
Let's see what this says.
Please call out for the central...
Yep, okay, this is going to the Apollo Core. So we got an achievement. Synthetic solution. Complete the 12th mission.
You're on the floor above the Apollo core. This whole area contains Apollo supportive systems with the AI core itself at the center. Apollo prevented Samuels from lifting the lockdown remotely, but once you're inside, he made sure he'll at least talk to you.
This is Ricardo summarizing what happened in the cutscene in case we missed that dialogue or weren't paying attention. Tag, sensor, Mars.
Think of your fellow passengers. Take your trash with you.
Let's assume that they're going to be nice and just let us go in.
Firearms detected.
You've got to be shitting me.
Place firearms on security conveyor.
Okay, calm down.
And Apollo, thank you.
I'll bet.
Easy.
Apollo core access elevator offline. Primary Apollo systems inaccessible.
Ricardo, the way-in's blocked off.
The schematics they use for the Sevastopol sales tour should be nearby. See if there's a back door.
Gotta go find Pascal. Don't know where the Pascal is supposed to be. Oh, right in front of his desk.
Okay, let's see. There's a power conduit that links to the Apollo core. I can use that.
You think you'll fit?
Turn off the electrics, take some deep breaths, squeeze. Easy.
I'm not coming up there to pull you out if you get stuck.
Terminal entry, tomorrow together, number 3. Tomorrow together, Siegsen's Journey into Colonial Space, an official history by Sebastian Sieg, first printed in Eye on Siegsen. Our ascent to Sevastopol. While Siegsen prepared for its ascension into colonial...
Sorry for the current disruption in services.
While Siegsen prepared for its ascension into colonial space, its foothold was under construction. Sevastopol, a station with unparalleled potential and a perfect position deep in deep space. Sevastopol began as a free port built by Lorenz Systech Development and funded by our friends at Geofund Investor. The station's opening would, however, coincide with tumult in the space race. Years of mismanagement and the rerouting of the Sol Thetis flight path left Sevastopol in real danger of being decommissioned. Thankfully, Siegsen were waiting in the wings to re-energize the station, among many others. In 2124, we arrived in Sevastopol and made possible the buzzing cosmopolitan you see today. Dang, I wish I knew what year it was today. And there's an audio.
I've come over to Apollo to find out what sent the synthetics crazy. This place has gone to hell. Apollo's redirected core android duties, and they've just walked away from the maintenance we requested after we got the news. Coolant's everywhere, gas has escaped, and the primary access lift has shut itself down. I flagged a help request, but apparently I'm 45th in line. Systems are suddenly obsessed with hazard containment. I'm gonna find a way down. Spitting out.
Okay, that's it for the terminal. Not sure where I'm supposed to go to turn off this thingy. Power down the conduit. Where do I do that, game? I don't know where to go. You gotta tell me. Oh, do I have the password? Enter password. Sure. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know. What did that thing, was that supposed to tell me? Want to look up the password for the Apollo corridor? I don't remember reading a passcode here. Okay, yeah, so the password here is 4930, which we googled because I didn't read that anywhere on my computer.
Huddling up to a live conduit's gonna hurt though, right?
I'll have to power it down first.
Audio thing.
Ray, it's Chief. There's something wrong with your synthetics. The team I requisitioned to acid strip lower habitation just stopped in their tracks. They barked something about a hazard containment order, tried to get into my control booth, and then just marched off. I know I always complain about those spooky bald bastards, but now I've got proof their wiring's faulty. I've got a meeting with your boss Spedding tomorrow, and I'm gonna kick some ass. So when he starts kicking your ass, well, it's coming from me.
Ricardo, conduit's offline for now.
I've pulled up the Apollo schematics here. It looks like you can get to the access through the turbine shaft. There'll be an emergency shut-off nearby, but it won't stay off forever. You'll have to get inside quickly.
Terrible plan. What? Save again. Any commentary you'd like to make? Because I have a headache now. Okay. I like how shiny this floor is. That's some commentary. Oh my. Let's read this terminal. Terminal entry, Apollo Sales 1 sheet. Apollo information sheet. Why an Apollo system for your deep space orbital station? Self-regulation and android maintenance. Security through removal of synthetic self-determination. Instant communication. No interference. Lightning-fast data movement across the station. Reliable. They missed a period there. Just like a corporation. Across the station. Reliable. Efficient. Self-sustaining. A true Seegson product. Wait, I wanted to click that again. Security through removal of synthetic self-determination, implying that these androids had free will before something was done to remove that free will. This is not gonna go well.
Turbines off. Way should be clear.
You better run. If Apollo systems overheat, they'll reboot.
Maybe skip this video if you don't like claustrophobia. I'll put that in the video thing. Oh, I can't run.
This is gonna be tight.
Good luck. Ripley, you're getting deeper into Apollo and your radio signal's getting faint. I'm gonna lose you soon.
Great. Just keep them crossed for me.
There's gonna be lots of Joes down there, Rip. Could be dangerous.
Could be dangerous.
Samuel sacrificed himself so I could get here. I've gotta try.
I thought he was a pretty nice guy for a synthetic.
Me too.
Okay, that wasn't that bad. Let's hide in this closet. Okay, no movement. Here's the save point. Okay, and I have a headache, so we're just gonna end the video. And the mouse is still not working, so I should probably close the game at some point. So, yep, that's it. Bye-bye.